Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. It is Tuesday, March the 22nd. The year's 2022. Let's talk trading. Trading Better, Part 12. As always, these videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. What I'd like to talk about today is something I received in an email. It has nothing to do with trading. So it talks about flow. What does flowing with life look like? It's being mindful of the present moment more often, relaxing with the breath, assessing a place of calm and peace. It's going toward a destination you choose, on a path that you choose, but accepting when the path needs to shift, accepting when the landscape isn't what you expected, accepting with a peaceful mindset when others are in your way. When you think about it, that sounds a lot like trading. At least to me, it does. When we look at the chart, the question always is, what do we see? We're trying to decide which way price is going, and we want to go with the flow, basically. But sometimes, we choose the direction we believe price is going to continue to go in. But sometimes we need to change up or let price hit our stop loss. Because sometimes things aren't what we expect. He goes on to say, flow is waking up and setting intentions for the day, but not completely collapsing when things come up that you didn't expect. It's relaxing when you feel resistance and fear. It's doing all of that imperfectly and accepting that too. So, if you think about it, maybe you can apply that to your trading. I mean, if you look at the chart right now, price has just been on a tear to the upside. And we all know what goes up must come down, right? But not always. We might want to take a short right here, right now, but it could go and continue upward. And we're at 146 pips range for the day. We're at 136 range over the ATR. I mean, the high is at 95% of the ATR from the open. The low was down 41 from the open. So, question is, we want to flow with the price. So even though we have these numbers, which way is price going? That's all that matters. We have to be able to see that and trade accordingly. We look at a monthly chart, we can see price is once again moving up through these lower wicks, something I pointed out, I think, yesterday. And so from here, you see prices just moved up. Yeah, these wicks, yeah, pushed down, but it got pushed back up again. So the last move is up. When we look at the weekly chart, we came down, touched a pivot, and reversed, broke out of the previous week's high, heading towards a weekly pivot that's been missed and another. But you can see here, when you look at the weekly, down, down, down. We broke out of yesterday's opening range both ways, to the downside, then coast to coast to the upside, and then some. And right now, we're 260 pips off the yearly low and 267 below the yearly open. We broke out of that inside bar Friday back at 31.96, 62 pips to the good. Once again, on the daily, very few inside bars, even less on the weekly. In fact, there's only 2, and much more on the monthly. You can see a lot of pairs over 100. We got 2, 6, 9, 12, 13 pairs over 100 pips range today. And I just noticed here the dollar yen hit 120. And you can look at the buy zone. You basically had one trigger short and one trigger long, but each one of those would have paid off nicely, taking a ride. And you know, when I saw this chart, when I woke up just a little while ago, and I looked at this chart, my first thought, what the heck happened? But the thing is, it really doesn't matter, you know, why it happened, but it's obviously price has been moving up. And my inclination is to wait and look for a nice reversal signal. But right here, from earlier in the day, there was a return bar. And you can see here, it's created a huge return bar. Though I don't think this one's going to return anytime soon. More likely this one. Notice here you got a flat top. Here you've got a flat bottom. The other thing I noticed is that price hit the 40 launch pad at 31.40 and launched, and then hit it at 32.40 and launched again, both hitting to the 60. And right now we can see it's time for the red rats to feast. But on a day like today, you have to be careful trading a reversal because the flow just really isn't up and down yet. It's up. I mean, when you look here, we have 7 hours of green in a row. And there's the 60 line, which is the week right near the weekly R1, which we're coming into the last 15-minute bar of the hour. So it might be a time to think about a reversal. But on a day like today, I'd want to take those pips really quick. unless I got a stronger signal. You can see here we've almost taken out this pivot from 11 days ago. We filled this gap right here. And remember, I pointed that gap out right when it happened. I said that gap needs to get filled. We were in and out of the wick zones big time. As you can see, we had a very small body yesterday, candle body. And so you can see here on these reversals, we've got a 3 ball pushed down to a 2 ball at the 23 fib level reversal. So if you took that 60 trade short, you possibly could have gotten 2 or 3 pips, and then price would have reversed. And that's when you have to know when to start taking those trades, taking the profit off the table before the market takes it back. We're right back to that higher low, putting in a 1 ball, 1.7 pips off the daily high, now 1.5. But it would almost be a kamikaze to short this. Once again, going against the flow. You would have to take your pips quickly. You can see here another short opportunity. But once again, you're up 2. Now you're only up 1. That's why you have to take your pips off the table. Of course, it could do this, but you don't know that. And so when you think about it, we're looking at 1-minute candles right now. If this candle doesn't do what you want it to do, go in your direction, then maybe it's time to get out. What did that candle do? It went down, it came back, and went down again. And this candle is coming back towards you, your entry there. And so, as you can see, price is above indicator 2. It's not telling you, giving you any reason to go against the flow. And if we look here at simple price action, once again, it's just telling you pretty much which way to trade when price meets the line. See, we're back to 62. We are through the ATR zone. You can see how many pairs are making new highs, either this hour or the previous hour. On the map, you can see, remember I pointed out this missed pivot. It just got taken out. Earlier today, there was a missed H4 pivot. It got taken out. We missed one, this H4. And once again, we are in that upper red rat zone. Red rats, prepare. So, fellow traders, you need to go with the flow. You need to, and remember, sometimes you're going to make a call that's not profitable. So you're going to have to do something about it, because it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.